We are now almost at 2030. If you can believe that, that's less than 4 years away. And today, Elon Musk did it. He stood on a stage that was kind of like a boxing ring in front of a crowd that was standing room only, no seats allowed, as what's happening in his manufacturing plants. It's a high level outfit he's got going there. And he says, "Welcome to the future. The United States, the world, Earth is now going to be a galactic civilization." So the announcement today, just within the last hour, was the announcement of TERAFAB being built in Arizona. I'm sorry, Texas, specifically Austin, Texas. This is huge on so many levels. But let me go ahead and tap through this. While we're getting the announcement from Elon on this major change, Yahoo Finance can't even keep their website up. In fact, last week, Xfinity cut off my internet for 2 days, and I live in Silicon Valley. But I want to talk about what this actually means. So Elon Musk says TeraFab mega AI chip factory will be the largest ever built. Massive. This announcement was this morning, Monday, March 23rd, and when I logged on, it was still live. So most of these postings say about 13 to 18 minutes ago. Elon Musk's latest industrial gambit, called TeraFab, aims to interrupt the semiconductor supply chain by building a massive $26 billion chip fabrication facility in Austin, Texas. Now, this is huge for so many reasons, but let me start here with stating this is a joint venture. And as we're starting to see these companies pop to go public, see, again, having internet connections, let me just wait here. Tesla, SpaceX, and xAI are all part of this moving forward. The ambitious project has ambitions of producing a terawatt of computing power yearly to fuel Musk's most ambitious AI and aerospace dreams. And so what it is getting us off planet. What is absolutely amazing here is this one man is the driving factor. And I've told you about the story where he and a college buddy drove around the planet looking for the opportunity for civilians to launch rockets into space. They had to go to militaries, which meant they went to foreign governments in order to negotiate this. His university roommate ended up backing away from the deal. Something there frightened him. But Elon stood strong and keeps pushing this ball forward. His vision is much bigger than you and I can ever come up with. In fact, here he states that this is an out of concept, that it wasn't even in people's reality to be able to do this. So to understand what this means, we now have self-driving vehicles, and Tesla is demoing in San Francisco area. There's many different markets now. We also have Waymo and a few others. Amazon Zoox is up and running, but that would not be possible without NVIDIA's GPUs. The GPUs that were created for the gaming industry had to move so fast and be so agile that these advancements allowed the technology possible for self-driving cars to make those rapid decisions at scale on multiple dimensions while driving down the road. So parallel processing power, deep learning capabilities, real-time data processing, simulation and testing, high-performance computing, and ecosystem support. This all laid on the footsteps of NVIDIA and its ambitious goals under Jensen in order to put this forward. Now, what the United States has been deeply concerned about over the last 5 to 10 years specifically is Taiwan, because Taiwan Semiconductor Company has been the only one that's been able to get the chips fast enough. And as the waters around that island are being circled by China, there was great concern of ability to have the supply. This is really sad, though, on a lot of levels. We're celebrating this massive success. Let's just take a look back at where we are today on this planet. So I mentioned 2 days last week, I didn't have internet being here in Silicon Valley. Oh no, there was internet here, but the leaders of the company of Xfinity throttled it so my devices could see it. They just weren't able to access it, even though the service is prepaid. POTUS has lit the world on fire. I believe now there's more than 14 countries in this conflict. And that's what the leader of the free world has engaged in. And then, of course, we've got California's governor, and this is where the reality bites locally. Because of California's patterns and choices, let me see if that's this one here. It looks like, so this one. California has pushed out technology, innovation, global headquarters. Everything that we had here in California, except for the beautiful weather, is gone. We are living in a survival mode right now, trying to figure out how to pay $7 a gallon for gas in the trucks to deliver all of our groceries, and $5 to $6 a gallon just to get our children to school. This is massive. And one of the companies, I believe it was Valera, I'd need to double check that, paid $1 billion with a B in order to move its headquarters out of California, which means it shut down its operating facility here in California because under the environmental rules, they couldn't operate anymore. So to understand the trend of companies relocating, here are some of the notable headquarters that moved from California to Texas as one example. Oracle, Hewlett-Packard, Tesla, of course, Charles Schwab, Dropbox, Palantir, Zenefits, all of these core companies. Of course, we have everything that was Musk move. TERAFAB is now being founded in Austin, Texas. We had SpaceX down in Southern California, Tesla up here in Fremont, X in San Francisco, all ripped out because California is still closed for business. So now we have the largest announcement in the common history of mankind, and we cannot participate because we live in California. Nobody will hire us outside of the state because of the California labor laws that are meant to protect us. And yet I still shoot up balloons and celebrate this huge announcement. Elon Musk has announced the TeraFab facility to create the gigapower necessary to fuel his endgame. Humanity being a galactic civilization. So let me take a peek back here at what Wikipedia is saying. TeraFab is a planned semiconductor fabrication plant jointly developed, as we already stated, that the venture was announced by Elon Musk on 21st March 2026, and the centers on the construction of the vertically integrated large-scale facility designed to produce more than 1 terawatt, which is inconceivable. 1 trillion watts of artificial intelligent compute power capacity per year annually. It aims to consolidate every stage of the semiconductor device production process, including chip design, lithography, fabrication, and memory production, advanced packaging, and testing under one roof. You can only imagine the size of this facility. Initial prototype fab operations are to be focused in Austin, Texas. Huge win for Texas. From the stage, Elon even gave a shout out to Abbott, Governor Abbott. While our governor has dug a hole for us. The full-scale TeraFab is to build at yet to be determined location with a total cost expected to range about $20 billion. This isn't government funds, so it will probably come in under time and under budget. Unlike a government facility, the background, the prototype, and all the information was stacked up on this Wikipedia page. Again, refreshing, let's see if my articles will come back here from Yahoo. And it looks like a no. So we have the TERAFAB facility announcement, with is in cooperation with Tesla, AXI, and SpaceX. Elon announced this major announcement from the stage to a group of standing, I'm positive they're engineers that are already looped in, read into the concept prior to this announcement. This isn't an Apple global announcement scenario. Elon plays by different rules. The importance of NVIDIA's GPUs under Jensen's tutelage, which a shout out to Jensen, who is here again. Well, his offices are in Silicon Valley still, but he was just down the street from me all last week as he had his G. I can't even think of the name of right now, but his global AI conference right here in downtown San Jose. And then the trend of decisions of our leaders that have not helped the United States. But I want to give California specifically hope, because we still have drag time story time hour locally here for anybody who wants to bring their, as we can see here, kids 6 to 11, kids 3 to 5, or kids 0 to 3-year-old. This is a family friendly event. This is what we're left with in California. So once again, a huge, huge shout out to Elon Musk with this great achievement, major announcement, and kudos as we pack up the moving van and start heading to Texas. Have a great day, everybody.